Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
We call this one and done trivia. And you get to determine which trivia question you get, all right? So we'll do 3 people. It's always kind of an easy number. If nobody can get a right answer within 3, then I got to move on because my patience doesn't work this long. Tisha?
Are they easy questions?
They're easy questions.
Okay, because we got some kickback.
Easy question.
Okay.
You got some feedback?
It was all over texting. They were like, who the hell would know the opposite of 1 on a dartboard?
Almost any other human.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
If you don't know that, then you got to go. You're not made for this contest. You're too much of a knuckle dragger. Turn the radio.
It's 19, by the way.
Tisha, how are you?
I think I should hang up.
You know your strengths. I like that about you. I always have.
You gonna embarrass the mess out of me on the national radio?
I got you. No, never do that. I have 9 questions sitting in front of me, and you just have to pick a number 1 through 9. And then I'll read you that question. You're going to give me the right answer, and you're going to walk away with some tremendous swag, and you will be the smartest human we've ever dealt with.
Let's go with number 7, JJ.
Number 7. This is easy. Number 7.
Okay.
Are you ready for it, Tisha?
I am.
What is California's nickname? The blank state.
California is no, that's what I'm saying. Because peaches from...
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
She's singing
the weed state?
It's not the weed state either. No, it has nothing to do with it. What'd she say?
She said Sunshine State.
No.
That's it.
No, it's not. It's not their nickname. It's what people call it, but it's not the nickname.
Are you thinking of the Golden State?
The Golden State would have been right. Yes, I'm sorry. All right. You were close with weed there, Tisha. I hope you have a good morning.
It's the weed state.
It is. I know it is the
Justin
weed.
Bieber said it.
Have a great morning.
Sunshine State's Florida, Tisha.
Right. Josh, would have you known the Golden State there?
That would have been my guess.
Yeah, all right. Okay, well, now obviously you can't guess that number question. Which number would you like to go to in front of me?
4.
4. Number 4. All right. This one I'm going to give you a 50 chew leeway. All right? Just think about that. I'm going to give you 50 on either side of this. But, Josh, a person swallows approximately how many times while eating a normal dinner?
Swallows or chews?
No, this is swallows.
Oh, okay.
A person will swallow approximately how many times while eating dinner? And I'm going to give you a 50 swallow. Sorry, I said chew earlier. 50 swallow leeway, which is what Kat used to have on her business card.
Jealous?
150.
150 would mean it could go up to 200 or down to 100. Josh? I'm sorry. The average person will swallow about 300 times during dinner.
Oh, man. That's a lot of dinner.
All right. Well, good effort. I wish you'd have got the California question, but I hope you have a good day today.
You too.
All right. One last. Like I said, I can't do more than 3. Laura, you're our saving grace. Hopefully you will win one and done trivia. Are you ready?
Yep.
Pick a number that hasn't been picked yet today, please.
1.
Number 1. All right. Now think about this. This is an old-timey law that is still in effect, but it's silly and it's stupid. In Brooklyn, New York, it is illegal to let your dog sleep here in your home. Think about this. You may have slept there once in college. Laura?
Is it in the bathroom?
It is in the bathroom. It would be like where in the bathroom, though?
In the tub?
Hey!
Wow.
We got it!
He didn't walk you into that at all.
I just needed a winner so bad, I had to try and do whatever I could. But yes, in Brooklyn, New York, it's still illegal to let your dog sleep in the bathtub.
All right. And you can't sleep with a chicken on your head in Minnesota. Did you know that?
I think it's, I didn't know that, but I also read you can't walk across Minnesota state lines with a duck either. Like it's, you can't walk across.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Radio Paparazzi.
So, James Corden out of nowhere had this announcement regarding his CBS Late Show.
I'm happy to announce today that I've signed a new contract to carry on. Hang on. I appreciate it. That's really only half the story on this one. The other half is, the sadder news is I've decided to sign for one more year on the show, and that this will be my last year hosting the Late Show. Don't you dare.
He's really done a good job with that show.
Yeah, I think he has so much fun. He's so talented.
And what's the deal? He's moving back to England? Is that what I heard?
I have no idea.
I'm sure he'll start a show there.
But he just said this was just part of a journey. It wasn't going to be the end-all plan. Amanda Bynes posting a very troubling video yesterday after police visited her house regarding a domestic disturbance.
Paul told me that he stopped taking his medications. I looked at his phone and he was looking at mom and son. He vandalized his mom's home. He broke all of her pictures and put salmon under her bed. His behavior is alarming, and I'm afraid of what he'll do. I forgot to mention, I found Paul's stash of crack cocaine.
Oh.
All right. So
this is her boyfriend?
That's her fiance.
Fiance, okay.
Just absorb that audio, and then not even 9 hours later, I have more audio for you coming up with the Radio Paparazzi at 8 o'clock. It's going to blow your mind. All right. So the Kardashians watched it last night, the latest episode. And, Kanye is not all that bad. What he did for Kim.
So Kanye flew home last night, and he came back this morning. I want to show you guys what he got me. He got me all of the sex tape back.
Oh, my God.
I met up with Ray J at the airport and got it all back for me.
Oh, Kim.
I watched it. It was just footage of us at a restaurant, at a nightclub, nothing sexual, nothing weird. And so now I can take a deep breath and not worry about this.
Kim Kardashian had a sex tape?
She did. It was
Why
a
am
big
I just
thing.
hearing about this now?
Yeah, it was with Ray J. He's a singer.
Huh. How long ago was this?
It was a while ago.
Now that she has it, like we could never see it.
No, and nobody would ever back that up on another hard drive.
Or put it on the internet.
Right.
Right, okay, I understand.
So, anyway, you know what was funny, though? In the beginning of the scene, Kanye's standing there in a sweatshirt, and he's got the hood up, and he goes, yeah, this is what I look like when I fly coach. And I'm like...
You fly coach?
I find that offensive because I fly coach.
Isn't he almost a billionaire?
Well, he said he had to take a quick coach flight from LA to New York. And I'm like, doesn't your ex-wife have Kim Air, her own plane?
Well, I can't believe he doesn't own a helicopter or an airplane or anything.
Whatever, it is what it is. All right, during yesterday's testimony in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, this poor guy was just berated with questions. His name was Starling Jenkins, and he was called when there was an argument. And the prosecutor just wants to know, did you see Johnny Depp's wiener?
When you arrived at the house and went in, was it just Mr. Depp and Amber Heard?
Just Mr. Depp and Amber Heard.
And when you arrived at the house, you could hear a ruckus, correct?
Yes.
And then you went in the house and saw Mr. Depp in the foyer, correct?
Yes, correct.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember.
Relevance.
Mr. Depp.
I kind of remembered if I seen it.
I mean, everyone's laughing. It's a mockery. It is hopefully
a circus.
Soon to be over. Blowing out their candles today, we have Jay Cutler turning 39. Carney Wilson is 54, and rapper Master P is 52 today. All right, so this TikTok creator, her name is Grace Joanna. She took to TikTok and talked about her experience at Starbucks.
So today I went to the Starbucks drive-thru to get my little drink and sandwich, as a hot girl does. And I go to the barista to pay, and he goes, "You don't have to pay me today." And I'm like, "Tim, stop messing with me. You always mess with me like this." He's like, "You don't have to pay me. The person in front of you paid for your drink and food as a nice gesture." And I was like, this is an epic day. Today's my best day ever. People are so kind. Wow. And then he drops this bomb. He says, "So for every 5 people in front of you, they return the gesture back. So you're telling me that these people were shamed and caught into this Congo line of morality that they had to give the gesture back? I'm not that girl. I deserve to have a good day. I deserve this free sandwich, dude."
So that is my sister.
I don't use the word hate very often, but
Yeah.
I hate this girl.
I feel like you hate pay it forward drive
I'm in a
line.
No, why would I
you
hate that?
are?
Yeah, I do it.
I feel like it would bother you so badly.
No. And here's why.
You didn't
Listen,
choose.
a lot of people think I'm grumpy or anything like that. I just don't. I've quit dealing with stupid issues, and I move on. People are like, "Oh, he doesn't care." It's not that I don't care. It's what it is. It's dumb. If I don't show up for a meeting, it's because it's dumb. I'm not going to do it anymore. Like, I drew a line in the sand a couple of years ago where I'm like, I'm done doing dumb stuff. This is not dumb. You know why? There's a couple of different reasons. Number one, it's inspirational. It's cool. It's a good human thing. I look at this and go, is it good for humanity? Absolutely. I think the paid forward line is good for humanity. It gives you a chance you're really not doing anything but paying for your own anyways.
Well, essentially, what if you look behind you and there's a car and you don't know how much they have? Maybe they have 4 coffees, 4 sandwiches. I mean, before you know it, that's over $30.
Get the hell out of the line if you can't afford $30 behind you. It's a good human thing, and I think
I shouldn't go to Starbucks for my $5 cold brew if I can't afford a $30 breakfast for somebody behind. No,
exactly.
You never should expect that.
Kat, if you are in a car and you're spending $8 on a coffee and you can't afford $30 behind you, you should not be spending $8 on a coffee. That's it.
That is a crazy thing to say.
That is economics 101.
What are you talking about?
Why are you spending, if you can't drop $30, why are you spending $8?
That hot girl that just talked on TikTok, I guarantee she doesn't have $30 in her banking account.
Brew one at home, dopey.
That's not what you do. You risk it for the biscuit, man. There's something about that coffee that it's worth spending that money on.
If you break the pay it forward line, I hope you get a flat tire.
There's no karma involved if you break one.
There's a lot.
I probably would continue it on, but my sister, for sports, will end it. She does not like being put in that situation where she's made to choose. She's not an ultimatum girl. If you put her in that situation, people are agreeing with you, but Leslie said, I would break it 100%. Don't guilt me. People look at it like that. You could look at it both ways. You know, you're being guilted into doing something.
To anybody that says they would break this, I hope you get the food poisoning I suffered last weekend.
Leslie,
and I hope
hear that.
I hope for 5 straight days you could pee through a skirt, crap through a screen door at 75 yards like I could.
Oh my God!
Why would you ever break the chain? This is a bad karma thing.
I truly would break it if it was like a $50 bill behind me.
How do you?
For sure.
No.
Yeah, you pull up and they're buying for the whole office, and maybe they would have put it on their company card, but therefore I have to pay $50 for it.
You ever play blackjack at the casino?
I would break that. Yes.
That's a bigger gamble than the Starbucks line.
I don't do more than 20 at the casino, so really you're barking up the wrong tree here. But I want to take just a moral poll real quick, because it is all about morals. It's like, listen, do you feel like you want to go forward and continue this pay it forward drive-through line, or are you going to be the one to end it?
If you're a Satan's youth, say I'd like to end it. Okay. If you're a good person, to say I would continue it. Text us real quick. Shout out to my man Andrew, who is the epitome of goodness. He said, I've paid it forward to somebody who had 8 grown adults in the car. It was a $98.87 bill.
That's crazy. I would not do that.
Andrew, my man, plenty of good karma on you. Blessings to you today, my man. Thank you for not being the rest of the Hitler youth around here that say break it. It was just a couple of summers ago. We found ourselves at a rummage sale. And at that rummage sale was a deck of tarot cards. And they were calling to us saying, buy me, buy me, buy me, buy me. But we couldn't afford it. The price tag written on a piece of masking tape was 50 cents. We said, we ain't got that kind of show budget.
Let's do 25.
Got them down to a quarter, and we made a deal. And that brought us to a Fortune Friday, where Kat here will give you your reading for free. And all you got to do is holler at us. Samantha, I appreciate your patience. You've been on hold for so long for this. What are you doing that you have this kind of time to give us?
I don't. I actually almost hung up on you.
All right.
That's right. You want to know.
My kids ready for school.
We'll make it quick. Yeah. What are you? Your sign is what?
You're a Sag, right?
Yeah.
What's Sagittarius? All right. What's going on in her life, Kat?
Okay, so your daily horoscope is this. The moon finishes up its journey through your sign today. It's going to put you in a big mood. This energy could become problematic. Were you planning on doing some retail therapy today? Were you planning on going shopping a little bit?
No, but I could.
Good, that's what we thought.
That's what we thought. Don't, because it says it's going to be problematic. So unless you're set on a specific budget, don't go shopping. It says, though, when the evening rolls in, it's going to put you in a more grounded, reasonable headspace, and you're going to feel good all weekend, all right?
Okay.
Okay, and then while you were...
I hope that's true.
It will be.
While you're preparing to hang up on us, this is the card that jumped out for you for your future. It is the Ace of Pentacles, and it stands for planning, preparation, and determination. So, like hosting a dinner party, the key to financial success is preparation. It looks like talking budget in your daily horoscope. And this, are you hard up for money? Is that too personal?
No, I'm really bad with money.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, get on with your day. Just know that the weekend is going to be good. Just relax. Don't spend money.
Okay, I will.
That's what I thought.
Hey, apologize to your kids for us, will you, for keeping you for so long from them?
Yeah, I will. I actually just locked them inside the house so they weren't going to
Well, they're somewhere safe.
I love it, Sam. You're the best. Have a great morning.
You too. Bye.
That was like really spot on. That was pretty good. All right, who's next?
Next is the lovely Tabby. Hi, Tabby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What is your sign, please?
Aquarius.
What do you see for Tabby, Kat?
So your daily horoscope.
What do you see for Tabby, Kat? That was funny.
Okay. Here we go. Your mind will feel agile and disciplined this morning. And then good vibes are going to flow in throughout the afternoon. Creative inspiration is going to come after that. Over the next several days, it's going to be a good time to bust out your art supplies, invest in aesthetics for your home, do some chores, perhaps a bit of redecorating. Is that something that you've had your eye on, your thoughts on?
Yes, because I actually just had my baby a week ago. So
That's what I thought.
Happy baby
put
day.
Together.
Good job, Steve. Right on, Kat.
Okay.
Great job.
Oh my God, this is like freaky.
You're
He never
surprised-
gives me props, and that's sad because I'm like spot on today. So the card that jumped out while you were on hold is the 4 of Wands, and it stands for reward, tranquility, and relaxation. So it says take a load off and enjoy well-deserved Shirley Temples. I don't want you to get drunk. Rest up.
Pump and dump.
The
Tabby.
last part,
Yes,
rest up for
exactly.
challenges ahead, okay? So obviously having a new baby, it's going to cause some challenges, but enjoy some redecorating.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Congratulations on the baby. You got time for one more, Kat?
Unamas.
Sarah, how you feeling today?
All right. I'm all right.
I'm okay. All right. Now, is it Sarah with an H or Sarah with just an A?
With an H.
Hello, my name is Sarah. That's Sarah with the H.
Baba.
Too bad if you don't like it, because haters gonna hate.
Here's
Not
Sarah
us.
with an H, Kat. What does she got going on?
All right, so I can tell by your vibe already, this daily horoscope is like eerily on. It says the workday may drag slowly. You may become anxious to get home and clock out for the day, especially for the weekend because it's growing near. Luckily, you're going to begin to feel a little bit more centered as the evening rolls on. Embrace your unique interests. It says you have to be social tonight. Get out and enjoy the night with some friends, okay?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's what I thought.
Well, it's saying that you have to.
You have
so.
to. You can't. This is not an option. You just have to do it.
All right, just
what
do
else
it.
is going on with her, Kat?
And then the Page of Cups was the card that was chosen for you, and it stands for cultivation, growth, and nurture. So it shows that you have a very creative, sensitive, and nurturing side to you, and cultivate bonds with people that you need to. It's going to benefit your life a little bit more for the future, okay?
This is actually true about me.
That's what I thought.
I know. Because I know what I'm doing, Sarah.
Hey, it's not the best 25 cents radio's ever spent for nothing. Still, good luck this weekend, Sarah. Have a great day, all right?
Radio Paparazzi.
All right, so we heard this from Amanda Bynes earlier with paparazzi. So this was the troubling video that she made yesterday after police came to her house.
Paul told me that he stopped taking his medications. I looked at his phone and he was looking at mom and son. He vandalized his mom's home. He broke all of her pictures and put salmon under her bed. His behavior is alarming, and I'm afraid of what he'll do. I forgot to mention, I found Paul's stash of crack cocaine.
Whoa, that's
Okay.
heavy.
Yes, it is. Cut 2 hours later, she makes this video.
Correction. Paul looked up MILFs. Moms and sons just popped up. Also, I went to CVS, bought a drug test. Paul tested clean. Also, I had something in my teeth in the last video.
All right.
Something's going on.
Yeah,
there.
we got to stop taking this girl seriously with whatever she says.
I know.
And that
All right.
poor Paul, by the way.
Not poor Paul. I think they're both little odd.
Made for each other?
Sam Asghari, he is having a baby with Brittany, but of course he proposed a few months back, and here's how he did
It was
it.
very extravagant, and it was surprising. I did it the best way possible, but it's something that we keep it as a secret, and some things you got to keep secret.
Was it just you two though, or
it was just us and the dogs? We have 5 dogs.
Just kidding. He told us nothing. Also, he's talking about the ring and how he wanted to use his own moolah for it.
I wanted to pay for for it. I actually worked and paid for it. Because, a lot of celebrities get it for free for advertisement and stuff. I said I wanted to mean something, and I wanted to mean from a working man.
I actually worked for my ring.
Yeah. He's in a few movies, and he's not a horrible actor. He's pretty good. He's funny. Kelly Rowland, she is 1/3 of Destiny's Child, and everyone's like, listen, when Destiny's Child gets together, I wonder if they're just like, they sit there and they're just hot and they sing. Nope.
Oh no, because we can eat. That's literally it. We can eat. People are like, well, when you guys do get together, what do you? I don't know what they're thinking. We just sit around and just like kumbaya or maybe harmonize this up. But we just do what every other girlfriends like do. We eat and we hang and we crack jokes, and those are my girls, my life sisters.
Those are some of the best nights. A big charcuterie board, just eating cheese and bread and wine and gabbing. Blowing out their candles today, we have Uma Thurman turning 52. So is Andre Agassi and Eve Plum.
That's Jan Brady, right?
Jan Brady, yes, 64 today.
Wow.
So I saw this on Netflix, and I have not watched it yet, but it's definitely on my queue. But there is a Netflix show that goes inside the terrible world of working at Abercrombie and Fitch. And in that documentary, they're like, listen, if you're part of this group, you should really do away with this song. You remember LFO, right?
Kids on the block, had a bunch of
They're trying to cancel this. So because this isn't a song from the 90s, they want to pull it now?
So Brad is the only surviving member of the band, sadly. Because
they've lost a couple of these guys to cancer, haven't they?
Yeah.
Leukemia.
And so he was asked, are you going to cancel the song? He's like, hell no, it's our only song. And I'm traveling with O-Town currently. That's a thing. And so, yeah, he's not.
I'll continue singing that song with my O-Town guys because it's a part of music history. It's a part of the history of the fans, and it's a huge part of my life. Not Abercrombie. It's one line in a song, right? And so for me, it's just a matter of bringing people back to a simpler time. What Abercrombie did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I don't know. I don't know anything about their business practices. I don't know anything about their corporate environment. What you're telling me is very sad if that's the truth. But I can tell you that there were girls from every ethnicity rocking Abercrombie gear at all of our shows.
If you start canceling songs because of content, I mean, you could go through anything that was made in the 70s or the 80s, and it's got to go now.
Yeah.
I mean, you kill half the library on our sister station.
I think most of the documentary is about the toxic workplace culture and some of the stuff that was done. Obviously enough to compile 2 hours worth of a Netflix documentary. But I want to know if there's one thing that you could tweak about your workplace culture and make it a little bit better. What would it be? Just one? Yeah, you can only say one. So what would be yours?
The meetings. Listen, if you, and I want you to listen closely to this, if you are in any type of management and you have standing meetings, why?
Yeah. Some people enjoy meetings.
No, people that enjoy meetings are people that need to fill up 8 hours in a day.
Yeah.
That's what if you have every week a meeting on your calendar scheduled out for an hour, you're going to make an hour for it. Why can't the problems just be handled as they come up?
Yeah.
And meetings scheduled as needed. That drives me the craziest. I cannot tell you since January 1st how many meetings I've sat in on that I wasn't needed, didn't say a word, didn't have anything to do, and it just wasted my time. Now, if you say, well, you should get FaceTime with everybody. Why?
Yeah. That's true. Do they really want FaceTime with you?
Well,
Do they need it?
It's not about that. If you go to work, it's to get work done, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I think a lot of people have trouble separating work from playtime, and they want playtime to be work time, but it's not always the same. I would not, if I have 30 extra minutes to enjoy myself, and it's outside of our morning show, I'm not coming back here in the afternoon to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not the thing. That's my biggest thing is no more meetings. Almost everything can be handled with an email or a phone call or can I stop by your office?
Sure.
They can all be handled that way. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Mine would be just people being a little bit more considerate of others around here and the surroundings, like as far as how loud they play their music. I know that we're a radio station. I understand that music is involved, but when you blast it and you can't go any further on the volume dial, and you are acting like you're alone, I think it's just crazy to me. It's like, how can you possibly think that other people aren't being affected by
Remember
it?
when you had your first apartment and you did that?
No, I never did that. I'm very conscious of people and my surroundings. I don't do that. And so I just think like tweaking that. But if you had to tweak anything about your workplace environment, make it like, we don't have to use the word toxic, but it would be a little bit better for you, what would it be? So a lot of people don't know that Melissa Rivers and Joan Rivers, they were really good friends with Nick Cannon. Like, he would hang out with them all the time.
Didn't know that.
And so Melissa was just on his show, which is about to be canceled, by the way. But she was talking about her mom's last message, or like second to the last thing she said before she died.
She was very, what's the saying now? Truthy.
Truth, yeah.
It's all very truthy, or like truth adjacent.
She was probably one of the first to say, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, exactly. One that I've never shared with you was her second to last dying words were, tell Nick to lose the turban.
I forgot about those days. That was great.
That was so funny. So I want to know, like, we've done the heavy topics where it's like, what was your loved one's last words, and had us both in tears the other day when we did that. But I want to keep it funny. You have one last message. So the last message is for your loved one. Second to the last message is a funny one for somebody out there that you feel like they should know. So mine would be just a heads up to like the person that stands at the Costco exit or the Walmart exit. I know you are not really looking at anything on the receipt. I know you're not. It's just your job, and I get it. But I see you, is what I'd say.
Mine is pretty simple. Tell Jason Enright I'm going to haunt him.
Okay, so a threat.
This was my worst boss ever.
Yeah.
I don't hold a lot of grudges, but if I saw him in public, I'd go to prison for beating him close to.
Where's he at now?
I don't know. I think he moved back to like somewhere in North Dakota. His parents were beet farmers.
Yeah.
And he was one of my first radio bosses, and he was just an evil jerk.
Was he?
Human.
Oh.
Horrible. I almost quit the business because of him.
You're coming after him. All right.
So I don't hold these kind of grudges very long.
Sounds like it.
I just remember.
All right. Your second to the last words you'll say on your deathbed, but it has to be funny. And who's the message for? Go ahead and text it, because Joan Rivers' message to Nick about his turbans is what's trending.
My friends at C&D Granite want to find out. So holler!
It's Friday and I like it. It's Friday and I like it.
All right, the question is, why does Friday rock, Kat?
My Friday rocks. I'm going to pick up my baby boy, and we're going to go to our special chatting spot, which I can't say because I think Derek is on his way to work right now, so I can't show all my cards. But he and I go, and we have the best conversations here, and just have a little bite to eat after school.
Are you doing drugs with your child?
That's what you think?
Who does this?
We eat queso blanco at Los Ortiz's.
That's
God.
why. Okay.
Now I just... all right. Anyway.
What are you afraid somebody's going to show up and ruin your chat with your son? I'm afraid my... Jesus.
Anyway, grocery shopping. We're going to do a little extra shopping. It's payday. We have a meat raffle for the Becker Baseball Youth League tomorrow at Charlie's. If you want to swing by, make some money.
Love Charlie's.
I love Charlie's. And then on Sunday, nothing. I think that's the day we're going to do our garage and just make sure all the sports stuff is where it's supposed to be. Everything is clean and done. And that's why my Friday rock.
Oh, it's Friday and I like it. It's Friday and I like it.
For me, why my Friday rocks is it looks like they're going to hopefully be springing Trish from the hospital here in a couple hours. I'm hoping that she gets out today and we get to enjoy a fun weekend. Maybe if she's feeling up to it, a little happy hour, some friends tonight. And then tomorrow, even though it's going to be rainy, we're finally going to get our dock in at our cabin. This has been such a circus. We get all the docks in. We do it like as an association. So like 20 docks will go in and lifts. And then it'll clear the way for our pontoon to get delivered. Like when those two steps happen and we get the water on, those three things, then I'm like, all right, well, summer can finally get here. I feel like it's my fault that we've had such horrible weather up till now because those things haven't been done. But guys, it's going to turn around because if we get them done this weekend, then that means summer can finally happen. So I feel like I'm in control and I'm willing to take on the stress and all of the pressure. And thanks to C&D Granite, that's why my Friday rocks.
Oh, it's Friday and I like it. It's Friday and I like it.
I got to give a special shout out to my sister, and I know her Friday rocks because they're starting to plan a move. She just got newly engaged, and they just bought a house. They put in their purchase agreement, and it was accepted. So they are going to be moving in a little while. And what it also means is I shouldn't have to host a holiday party for at least a couple years because she's going to want everyone to see the new house. So I'm like, good. Let's let people break stuff in your house. And you have a pile of dishes to take care of. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swoop in with a bottle of wine and a bunch of cheese that I got at the grocery store. And then I'm going to leave with my family, and you got all that to pick up.
She going to have a hot tub? You can pee in it.
I might pee on it.
Oh.
Not even in it. Both. Because that's why my Friday would rock. If you want to share with us, you can text us at 251-1047. Let us know.
The Playoffs with Kat and JJ.
On FML Friday. You want to get us started?
Yeah. We got some just terrible things happening to people this week. I feel bad. All right, so this first one today, I found out that my boss plays a trick on all the interns. He calls you into his office, and then he'll leave you waiting outside until you get annoyed and leave. Apparently, the old record was 45 minutes. I waited 4 hours. FML. Well, you set a new record. You can look at it like that.
Right, optimism. Today, I've been dyeing my hair an auburn color for years. It looks so natural, and I get complimented all the time. But every time I get a compliment, my darling daughter or my husband blurt out, "It's fake!" before I can even say thank you. FML.
That's not their business. All right, today, after a grueling business trip, my husband and I came home to find all of our furniture broken, every window smashed, all the floors scratched, and carpet ripped, all of our electronics stolen, and all of our food and booze gone. What happened? Our idiot son had a party and invited everyone and anyone from his campus. FML. God help Liam. God help him if that happens.
I've already had it happen. Today, I lit my beard on fire while I was trying to light a cigarette driving to work.
Oh.
When I got to work, I got fired because of my appearance. FML.
Guess when half your face is singed. Today, I was chatting with my church choir leader. I told him that I've been thinking about taking singing lessons. His immediate reaction was, "Thank God, finally." FML. Horrible.
Finally, today, I woke up from surgery with nurses all giggling at me. I asked him, "What's so funny?" Apparently, I'm now famous as the guy who kept having things happen to his nether regions every 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
Finally, the surgeon used surgical tape to stick it to my thigh to keep it out of his way.
Wow.
FML.
Good for you.
Let's begin now.
And let's get it on a finally Friday. What it do, Kat? How you living?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, things are good. I woke up, I feel so out of touch. Yesterday, I went home, and I was, feeling dreary, but then I knew I had, a long day ahead of me, so I took a quick nap, and then we started getting ready for our baseball game in the Moon Extra Innings. Then my daughter had a lacrosse game that I finally got to part of, and then I get home, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm starving. I haven't eaten since, noon, and I had a quick bite to eat, and then I'm like, what do you even watch at this time? I felt like I was so out of touch. I didn't know anything about the world that had happened in, 7 hours. And so I flipped through the channels, and I'm like, TV sucks right now. But do you know that there's 2 channels that carry The Office?
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, we were watching
it. It's hell yes, this is what I'm into. And then all of a sudden, I roll over, and I'm like, it's 10:30. I've been watching The Office for an hour and a half. I got to go to bed because I got to get up in an hour and a half here.
My night went fast as well. It was just that. That was kind of our day 2. Derek and I met at 11:30 at Boulder Tap House and had some salads. So that was really good. Had a big Cobb salad with ham. Big shout out to the blue-haired girl. She is one hell of a waitress. She is on it, never needed or wanted for anything. Great service. So I just wanted to give a shout out to you because you did a great job. And then got some stuff done around the house, and then did some stuff at the concession stand, watched some Kardashians. We had a baseball game last night. We lost by 3, which was kind of sucky because we were up the whole game, and then you have that one inning where you're just like, oh, no.
That's youth baseball for you. We always say you got to stay out of one big inning. If you can get out of one big inning, you got a great chance.
Yeah, but whatever. They had a good pep talk. Their coach is tough, but like a good tough, I think. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a good season. So that was our night. We got home at 9, and I made dinner, and that was it. 9 o'clock eating dinner. That's not good.
Weird. Thursday has become, for me, get through this crap because Friday's right around the corner, and then you get a chance to rest a little bit.
3 former Minnesota Vikings players are going to celebrate the NFL draft at the Ultimate in Way Park. So if you're looking for somewhere to go for lunch, 1, delicious wings, grab a little noon brew, and then enjoy some good company. I know Tommy Kramer's going to be there, Keith Millard, and Henry Thomas. So head on over there. And didn't Henry Thomas start Wendy's? The creator of Wendy's is going to be
identical.
Do they? Anyway, they're going to be there for the second round of the draft. So it's going to be a fun vibe. I'm excited.
And that place is so awesome for anything sports. So Tommy did such a good job over there.
All right. So President Biden is considering some forgiveness of federal student loan debt.
I am not considering $50,000 debt reduction, but I'm in the process of taking a hard look at whether or not there will be additional debt forgiveness.
So he's thinking $10,000, which, listen, $10,000 is a good debt.
This is student loan debt, correct?
Yes. And so it's all about, what you take those student loan checks and do with them. If you're going to go have fun with them and not put them towards things that you should, it's going to add up with the interest rates that are out there.
There's a very different mindset for every kid that goes to college. So we're getting ready to send my daughter Reagan away to school, not just away, in the fall. And we've been talking a lot about this. And my son went away and he said, hey, I'll take some debt on and I'll pay it back like most people do. My daughter's got this thing in her head where she's like, I'm going to, for sure, my undergraduate degree, I want to get out of there with no debt. And I'm like, well, good on you. You got to work your butt off and you got to maintain grades because med school isn't going to take you if you're not, pushing a 4.0. So
true.
Very weird how people are looking at this.
So we give away a lot of concert experiences and stuff like that, but maybe you want to go to a ton. Maybe you're one of those live music people. Live Nation is selling $25 concert tickets between May 4th and the 10th. So there's going to be over 3,700 shows to choose from, like Aerosmith, Backstreet Boys. They're hitting the tour scene. Also, Tim McGraw just started his, and many more. So, head on over there and see what your options are. If you're only spending $25 on a concert ticket, that'd be a fun road trip to go road trip somewhere, stay in a hotel, and just create an experience for yourself.
I think what you should do is when you're considering this, consider the viewing versus the listening. Some groups or artists are going to be amazing to listen to, but they don't put on like a big elaborate show.
Right.
And then some want to do the show and they'll lip sync to a lot of the stuff. So if you want to see the show, you want to pay a little bit more to be close. But if you're just there for the audio experience, $25 ticket is great.
So, it's mostly like the dog owners that have like pit bulls or dogs that are categorized as terrible and scary, and they'll eat your face and stuff like that. They always do those videos where it's like, oh, doesn't he look terrifying? But he's like licking their face or whatever. A new study found that some of the most popular stereotypes about behavior of dogs are not supported by science. Every dog has their own personality.
We can see that there are those subtle differences between the breeds, but I think that most people who really know dogs and have known a lot of dogs from the same breed can also recognize that there is a huge amount of behavioral variation in every breed, and that at the end of the day, every dog really is an individual.
So they're going to become a product of their environment.
Doesn't that go for everybody? Mostly, like you're a product of your environment.
But it's weird to see that dogs. We'd always thought that like the little yippers are always going to be little yippers, right? And then the more lackadaisical dogs or the hunter dogs are always going to have this type of a personality. But now it's more about your upbringing.
Let's start with some good news.
I've got good news and good news.
Tell them the good news.
Good news?
Good news.
Okay.
Let's hear what's good.
Hey, maybe Tony was there. A same-sex couple is making headlines in history with an Antarctica wedding.
It is my honor and delight to declare you married.
We met 20 years ago on board another ship. We spent 6 months together in the last Gulf War on board that ship, and we've been together ever since. And we'll always remember where we were on this special day.
I don't love anyone on planet Earth enough if they told me, please, can you come be part of our wedding in Antarctica?
Even though it's making history.
My sister's getting married here again soon. And if she said, we're getting married in Antarctica, I would say, I bet you are. And I'm really looking forward to when you come back to where it's warmer and there's no chance at me dying from a polar bear attack.
You would say Skype me into your only sibling?
I wouldn't even ask to be Skyped in.
Oh, okay.
I would just say, good luck. I was at the first one. I bought the first gift.
Wow.
I am not going to Antarctica
Tanya.
for anything.
You are so lucky.
Now, hey,
she is not in town
You
right
want to
now.
get married in Victoria or Chanhassen? I'm there.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, am I playing the game? Am I color 10?
What game do you think you're playing?
The Secret Sound.
And what would have given you the impression that we were playing that right now with you?
Well, because I've been doing a little bit of research.
Oh, sure. Please tell me about your research.
Well, can I just tell you my guess and get right down to the point?
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, we can, and I can understand you're in a hurry, but you have to.
I mean, we could talk about both, but which order would we talk?
Well, let's talk about your research first, and I want to go back before even that, when I was like, hey, what would lead you to believe that we're playing the Secret Sound right now? What would have your answer been if you wouldn't have gone another way?
Well, to keep it simple, I tried to play yesterday.
Yep.
And I got through, but you guys were running a little late with technical whatever.
Oh.
So then I called back, and I didn't get through, but it gave me time to think on it, and I came up with a different guess.
We're still not kind of answering the question here. So what would give you the impression that we're playing right now?
See, I'm not in my car like I usually am.
Oh.
So I'm kind of like
You're kind of just shooting in the dark.
in the dark, but in the light of my house.
Oh, but you're in the dark, but in the light of your house.
Right now.
All right, no, it's all coming clear to
I
me
don't
now.
have a radio by me, so I'm going on a whim and hope and faith.
Yeah.
Am I color 10?
So many thoughts and questions, and no, we're gonna play. It's gonna be about 7.
Well, I put a lot of work into this.
Yeah, no, and I believe you, and I want that work to pay off. But we're gonna play about 7:35 this morning. So what I want you to do is find a radio before then, turn it on, because here's the thing: in an evil ploy to get higher ratings, we'd like people to actually listen to the radio.
I know, but my daughter thought she might surprise me and take the bus this morning and throw me for a loop. Usually I give her a ride.
Yeah, okay, well, so you got a couple of minutes. Go find a radio. We're going to play about 7:35. Don't tell anybody your guess till then, because I don't want all that research to go to waste, okay?
See, maybe I should give my daughter a ride because she's the only one I've told so far.
Sure, yeah, do whatever you want. Just make sure you're...
Everything is tied together. I'm so excited. What time do I call back? Tell me again. 7:35.
You got it. Go get a radio.
I'll be somewhere. Thank you.
I'm sure you will. I digress. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I know you're on your way to work, but I know you want $100 with no time to Google. So here's how... When Kat says, you just seem like a grumpy old man, here's how nice and generous I really am. Sarah called. She's caller number 10. She's going to play for the money. And we typically go, hey, the lifeline, if you need to use one, will come from the year of your birth. And Sarah right away was like, oh, no. What? Now, why? Why don't you like the year 1988 for music?
Because I was just being born. I don't remember the music from that time.
Well, that's kind of part of the challenge. But because I'm a nice and generous man, I let her pick. I said, you know what? It's Friday. We want to give away this money. Why don't you pick a year then to use for your lifeline? And her response was, just give me anything from the 2000s. So I picked the year 2004. This is kind of right in the middle there. That'll be the year you get a lifeline from if you need it. But I hope you can just plow through these 3 questions really quick and get your $100. You ready to rock?
Sure.
Thanks to Sylvan Learning Center of St. Cloud. Your first question on Finally Friday should be pretty easy, but remember, Sarah, there's no time to Google.
You know, I might take 2 answers on this. What is the most popular ornament to adorn the top of a Christmas tree?
An angel?
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right.
Do you have an angel or a star?
We do one on each, actually. We have an angel up top on the upstairs one and a star on the downstairs one.
You're so wealthy. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, you.
I
Sarah.
don't have a Christmas tree generally.
Oh.
Like you don't celebrate Christmas, or you just don't like trees? They're too distracting.
I just don't like trees.
Okay, fair enough.
They only keep us alive.
Wait, no, remember. You're right.
I hope they didn't hear you.
Question number 2.
No. I like trees. I just don't want them in my house.
Oh, sure.
Oh, right. You want them to provide you oxygen. You just don't want to bring one indoors. I got it. No, it makes perfect sense. All right, question number 2 on your way to $100. There's no time to Google.
How many strings does a violin have?
5.
Did you say what?
Lifeline. I have no idea.
That's what is it 5?
It's 4.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have got that either. All right. So you gave us the opportunity to pick the year somewhere in the 2000s. The year is 2004. This song was a monster banger. Now, you're going to hear 5 seconds of it. When the music stops, the timer will start. You'll have 5 seconds to give us artist and title of this jam.
Yeah.
Sarah, I need artist and title. Go.
Oh, no. I have no idea.
That is just wrong.
Should have chose 88.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Kat, the song title is?
Everybody Getting Tipsy. So
Tipsy by the mega artist, still so popular in everybody's mind.
Who is that?
Jaquan. You guys don't know Jaquan?
Case in point right there. A rash of vehicle break-ins have been happening, hitting Waite Park's north and northeast neighborhoods, and police are advising people that live around there, or if you're parking overnight somewhere at a friend's house, lock your vehicle. If it's unattended, no matter what time of day, make sure that you take anything of value and keep it in your possession. Bring it into the house. An entire vehicle was just stolen the other day from 3rd Avenue Northeast, 2008 green Ford Focus. So you just have to protect yourself and the things that you work hard for.
Wait.
What?
I've never imagined being a car thief, but if I was gonna be, the 2008 green Ford Focus is probably not what I'd target.
You can't be picky.
You can be picky. You can look for a Maserati or a Corvette or a Camaro. I mean, something like that. Yeah, I've seen a Maserati in Waite Park before.
Piling on, late-hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls.
Keep your eyes on the ball.
We have the game covered from every angle here.
We're talking football, and it's going to be a big happening at Ultimate today in Waite Park. 3 former Minnesota Vikings players are going to be there to celebrate the NFL draft, the second round. So head on over there. Tommy Kramer, Keith Millard, also Henry Thomas. They're all going to be at the bar today. So enjoy just some footy ball for lunchtime and go say hi. All right, so remember the lady last year? She got arrested for intentionally coughing on an Uber driver in San Francisco. Do you remember that video? Where she's like,
She was a horrible human being.
She was. And then, okay, so she's like, hold my beer. So now she does something even more heinous. She is in trouble again for stealing a nurse's identity.
I noticed I was getting Chase credit inquiries. Just instantly was like, this can't be right. There was about 12 of them. I think it's really just horrible that someone can take a really easy way out and a get-rich-quick scheme and try to live in the lap of luxury on someone else's dime. To find out that that's the person that was targeting me was just crazy to me.
She just is not stopping. All right, happy International Dance Day. Look at that. Try to dance today. Make some dinner tonight. Have us on your Alexa and just go crazy. Alexa, off.
We're learning that having the
Alexa off.
Alexa off, having the Alexa in the studio is fun, and we get to use it every once in a while, but sometimes Alexa off.
All right, get the boss on, maybe some David Bowie, Billy Idol, Mick Jagger, whatever, and just dance today because we're celebrating Happy International Dance Day. And that is the 4 before you hit the door.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.